AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. On play action, Prescott. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. Fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now, Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass.
They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On second down, it's Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Prescott to throw on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Now here's Pollard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, that drive took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Brett Maher on for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zach Bond charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott off play action. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is caught. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing. Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and go. And the lead now stands at 13. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jameis again. That one complete downfield to Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 38 yards. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 13. Saints 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Prescott now. That is caught by Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Play action now. Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Marr able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now with a 1st and 10 at their 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Well, now how about this return? About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, 50 yards! And the Cowboys are in for 6. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
4th down, Winston. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. They'll throw again. Winston. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And we'll get this one underneath to Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ready? 3, 2, 3.
First down, Winston. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. Thomas brings it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry from 8 yards out. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, if I'm a defender, on the other side of the ball said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, It could end up in enemy's hands again.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And got his man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Pass complete. Thomas. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Winston. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Winston to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Prescott. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A dump off to Elliott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Well, Prescott here to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Look at the big man rumble. 20, 10, and in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Saints 35, Cowboys 30.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Pollard to return from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, and they've hit it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's Prescott. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over, so a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Here's Dak. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team.